Hello everyone. So in this video I will be talking about the little creature that is me. This is just scratching the surface to give you some context about why I'm doing uh, this channel and a bit about how I am. So this might be a long one. So if you're interested, just get yourself comfy, maybe a beverage of preference, and come with me and let's talk about it. Hi, I am Gia and I garden in Portugal, Silver Coast, Zone 10B. I share this space and my life with nature and my pet cats. And now with all of you here as well. Let's enjoy gardening together. When I moved here, I had no idea what life in a property or in a property where you have a big space, especially unorchard and space to garden. I had no idea how high maintenance everything would be. That's why in the first years I focused on work and other skills, learning other things, and I didn't garden at all. I planted the odd tomato, I planted some fava beans in the field. I built nothing, and I planted trees. That I did. I always planted trees ever since I came here. But I've only been gardening properly since 2020, so sometimes I have help from my mother and from my family, but mostly I have to do everything. So it's challenging. It's very challenging. And I was a city girl, okay? I didn't even like the houseplants. So, but when I moved here, the only thing that I did know was that I wanted peace and I wanted to be in nature because I've always loved nature. So, but I had no idea how high maintenance everything would be, and that includes the house. The house is high maintenance because it's old. And the weather over the years has made it worse, so that's a high maintenance, and it also passes on to the garden. The worse the weather conditions are, the more work you're gonna have. That's how it is. But it doesn't make me want to quit, actually, even though sometimes it can be very overwhelming. um, the rest is also extremely rewarding. So here we are. I am neurodivergent, more specifically in the AUD DHD spectrum. Um, so I do struggle with a lot of things, including looking at the camera or looking at people directly. That's hard. Um, Communication issues as well. Um, Trying to describe how I feel or what's happening to me is very hard. I also am extremely introverted and I don't usually interact with people. If people come talk to me, I will talk to them, be super polite, and try to talk as best as I can and try to understand them and make them understand me. But that's hard. So, yeah, it's complicated. So my life is already a lot harder than it should be, but I'm still here, still trying. So yeah. But those struggles and uh, those life experiences are tales for another time, maybe, because or else we would be here all day, maybe a week, maybe a month. I don't know. But because my brain reacts differently to different stimuli and is always quite overwhelmed with a lot of things that are normal for neurotypical people, like noises or crowds, big um, events, or something like that. I do need a lot of peace and quiet to recharge my batteries. That is why also that jobs that are sporadically or not, that happen from time to time, or for a few days, are better for me. I can function better with that. And commitments like that are really, really hard. I can do it for a period of time, but then I eventually break down and get completely exhausted and tired. And so it's always been easier for me to talk to nature and animals and to feel more connected with them. And that's just how I am. And yeah, prioritizing myself and the cats. I've learned how to do that over the years. And I also have learned how to know when I'm about to have a breakdown and I just need to shut everything off and rest. But there's still a lot of aspects in my life that I'm still learning and dealing with, and I'm probably gonna be learning the rest of my life. So, in light of everything that's happening uh, with my health and me getting older, this is what you're gonna get. Okay, I am embracing it and aging gracefully. I never cared much about, you know, how I look. I just wanted to be strong and healthy. So this is what you're gonna get. Nothing fancy, just natural, normal. Some days I'll look better, some days I'll look worse. It depends on my health. And that's another video if you're interested on that. That's a whole other thing. So yeah, I even only I only wear makeup in special occasions or if I'm actually doing work or cosplay. So that's pretty much it. There are so much more important things than, you know, expectations of beauty and things like that from society. And I don't want to have to worry about that when I need to be focusing on my health and living a good life. So yeah, just wanted to leave this out here. And trust me when I say, when I look at the videos and I see myself, it is hard. It is hard because I don't see myself like that. I don't see myself. I still think like I don't know if it's because the way of that my brain works, but I kind of stopped at 20s, early 30s, and that's how I see myself. Because yeah, it's hard. It's hard when you see, but it's aging, it's life, it's part of it. Um, the birdie agrees. Even I even got used to the fact that my teeth are completely weird, and I don't even want to wear braces anymore. So I'm good. I'm good. I've learned to love myself as I am, the good and the bad. And if I already had a hard time keeping up with things, now I have a lot more. So um, that's why I always say, if I was Pokemon, I probably would be Slowpoke, even though I think I am a completely different Pokemon, like a Sprigatito, like it's like the Pokemon that I am and the Pokemon that I think I am are two completely different things. But yeah, um, so I haven't quite grasped that I'm going to be 4 decades old. I mean, where's the time gone? I don't know. But not yet. Only at the summer solstice in June. So the doctor joked and said, gestation period, you're already 40. Not yet. Only at June 21st, 2025. I really like pop culture. I love everything. I've always been a geek. I don't find the term depreciative or anything, but yeah, I really, really like anime and Japanese stuff, and also animation in general. Really, really. Today I'm Nezuko, and now I'm Tanjiro. Tanjiro desu! So yeah, I'm a huge geek, and I'm not ashamed of that at all. And I don't care. I've always liked animation since I was a kid, and I will probably be an old granny watching anime and singing the songs in Japanese or singing the songs to Disney movies. And I hope I get to that age, and I hope I keep doing those things and playing video games and doing all those things, and also being out here in the garden. Yeah, I don't think we should be ashamed about the things that we love as long as we're not hurting anybody. So that means that my life is also always occupied with the things here in the garden, right? Work, and there's never a dull moment. There's the cats, and I have plenty of things to do. Always. I'm never bored. Actually, I'm mostly tired. I'm never bored. But yes, I have to choose to do things differently. So yes, I watch less anime, I play less video games because I spend more time here in the garden and taking care of things, and the house, taking care of the house and taking care of the cats. So yes, I have to adult, but I'm still me, and I still save a little time to do those things when I can. So uh, I have worked in a lot of different jobs over the years, but in the latest years, I have become a painter, have studied, and I am a painter. Um, right now, I'm not doing much, but I do exhibitions from time to time, um, and I used to help out and with translations and classes. Right now, I don't, I'm not doing that, but yeah, that was my main job for a few years. I also work at conventions. Um, I help out, and I work sometimes at booths. Um, no, I really like working at anime conventions and video game conventions because it's fun. It's what I like and it's fun, and it's only a couple of days. But it's very hard work. Let me tell you, if you work on those events, if you're there, it's very hard work. It's not easy because sometimes you work 10 to 14 hours. Um, and if it's two days, it's okay. But when it's 4 days, it's crazy. And also that means that sometimes I have to be away, and I have to have someone here to take care of the garden and take care of the cats. So yeah, that's also a bit complicated. um, I am a 80s baby and a 90s kid and teen. So I grew up with um, a lot of eco-friendly messages. So I am a big planeteer, and I love cartoons. So yeah, I'm very I'm very environmentally conscious, and I try to do the best I can to protect the planet or make as um, less of an impact as I can. So saving water, um, spending only the resources that I need, and all those things are very important to me because I grew up hearing that the power was mine. The power isn't mine, but the power to choose to do good and to do what my conscience says is right is mine. So yeah. And the answer is yes, I can in my own terms, in my own schedules, and because even though gardening, we have to do some tasks that are the same. Every time you get out here, something different is always happening. Might be the weather, might be the bugs, might be the cats, might be whatever. It's always different. So my brain is always getting engaged and getting dopamine, even in the most boring tasks like weeding. So, yeah. However, it's not easy, and I do have to focus. Okay, I do have to choose to do things in a way that I have to focus in just one garden bed at one time. And when I'm finished, I can take breaks. Okay, I can take. Is it raining? No, it might be raining. I can take breaks, and I can, you know, lose some time, but I set myself in my mind that okay, you will do this pad today, or you will do this pad in the coming days. Because sometimes I cannot do it in one day or in a few hours. It depends, okay? Like I said, it's a struggle, but it's not impossible. It's not. So, how did I learn how to garden? Well, of course, first I asked my landlord. I would see how we would do things. He used to be very active, and he used to come here and sow stuff, being here with the tractor, and do the things like they do in the agricultural way, like people were taught. So I always asked questions, and I always got answers, and I learned a lot of things. But in 2020, how things were and not being able to leave the house and everything, I started watching YouTube, of course. I watched thousands of gardening videos from everywhere, from the US, from the UK, some from France too, some from Germany. I watched a lot of things. That was a kitty. I read books, and I keep on watching and learning every day. gardening, you're always learning things and you're always discovering um, new things in your garden because things are always changing. So I still do watch YouTube videos every day, um, and I watch my favorite gardeners. And you're always learning. There's always space to improve yourself. So yeah, and it's not that I learned gardening. That's like I learn gardening every day from being out here, from the experiences here, and from watching others, and from reading and everything. So yeah, I'm always learning gardening, and I think I'll be learning gardening as long as I garden. A very big reason why I there's a kitty income why I'm doing the channel is because in my daily life I need visual records. I need to have visual records of things, or else I will forget about them. Um, I will forget. If I can't see things, I won't remember that I have them, or that I need to do something. So, having a visual reference is very important. Uh, yes, it's very important. Yes, it's very important in my life. So, it's not some altruistic thing. Oh, I'm here to help everybody. No, I'm trying to help myself first. And but that being said, if some of my videos make somebody have a better day, or if what you see me do in the garden helps with your garden, or you just want to try a few things, then I'll be very happy. If me doing something for myself can also help others. So, yeah. Meow. He's such a floof. Floof, floof, floof. Thank you for hanging out with me and getting to know me a little bit, I guess. That's more than my interactions with other people, or other people will ever know, because usually I can't talk like this um, in the presence of others. So this is also a way for me to communicate, which is important. So thank you for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next fall. Bye.